Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. And first of all, a big thank you for your good wishes, for your congratulations messages. It really means a lot. I feel blessed that I'm surrounded with such good people. Two, thank you for flooding my inbox with your queries. I understand how frustrating it gets when you're trying to approach a promotion, a level up in your career, but you have been trying hard and you're not getting that. I understand that frustration because I have also gone through that. The queries like how did you approach the interviews? What is your working style? How do you manage and do multitasking? How do you work and at the same time prepare for your interviews? I understand there are a lot many questions in your mind. I understand all these questions do come up in your mind and they used to come to my mind as well when I was appearing for my interviews. But then having said that, let me clarify each and everything which has come to my inbox here. First, you have asked for the approach that you follow. See, I follow a very simple approach. If you're trying to get a level up in your career, you have to already operate at a level up. What I mean here is that you have to take ownership of your task. So until now, if you have been seeking validation from your seniors, your managers, your leaders, stop taking that validation. If there's a problem, go with the solution and tell them this is the problem and this is the solution and I have sorted it. You know, this gives them a picture that yes, this person is ready for the next level because he's not ranting about his problems, but he's coming with the solutions and he has got the work done, you know. So I understand that we all want validations from our senior that we put in so much of effort in the solution and later on they can say it is not the right way. So we really want to seek approval and validation from our seniors. But from today, we stop doing that. I would suggest please take ownership of your task. You are the best person to know what is the solution because you have been dealing with these problems day in, day out. You know your complete process. Your leaders are just overseeing you. So you are the best people to know that whether this is the right way. And I would suggest that probably once you're done, start documenting things as well. That this is the thing that you have done in your own ownership. See, documentation matters a lot. And this is my second approach. Whenever I do something big, I make sure I document it because later on I might forget it as well while writing your PMPs, your performance appraisals. So I make sure whenever I have done something big, I have delivered something big, I have created an Excel file which says appreciation and it has all the appreciation and good work that I have done. So make sure you follow this process so that while doing your PMPs, while filling your mid-years and year-end, you have that reference point and you remember to fill up each and everything. Otherwise, you end up doing so much and then at the year-end, you forget what all good work you have done. And whenever you appear for an interview, refer this file that you have created for your appreciations and the good work. And in your interview, try and frame your answers so that somewhere you can pull in this topic. I delivered something big and this was the approach I had followed, this many appreciation I had got, because this shows a real impact on the mind of the interviewer that yes, this person knows how to lead the things end to end and how to create that impact in the mind of the stakeholder. So this is very important, guys. Whenever you go for an interview, make sure you have all your achievements, all the good work that you have done on the top of your mind. So that once asked, you are not fumbling and you're not creating stories. You actually are sharing the real examples that you have actually. Three, always ensure that even if you are a leader, the subordinates under you are happy, the stakeholders you are dealing with are happy. So, ensure that people who are reporting into you are saying good words about you, that yes, you are ready for the next level. And this is the same thing which has helped me because the people I'm working with, they have been going and speaking to places that yes, she's ready for the next level. She already is operating at the next level. And when this buzzword spreads across the floor, people, the leadership at the highest level get to hear this. And then a perception starts forming. Oh, yes, this person is doing exceptional work and we must consider him or her for the next level. So ensure your subordinates, your peers are aware of the good work you are doing, and they themselves should be saying that yes, you are ready for the next level. I understand there are people who are jealous, who don't want you to grow, but then there are some good people as well, and identify those good people and be with them, I would say, because those negative people are just staying with you to get some extra information so that they can use it against you. You are the best person to judge who are your well wishers. So always surround yourself. Another important point is ensure that the customers and the stakeholders you are working with, they are saying good words about you. Because when promotion happens, feedback is taken from 360-degree and not just from your direct leader. So ensure your customers and stakeholders are always saying good words about you. And for the same, you have to ensure that whatever goes out of your inbox is totally correct, is totally validated and foolproof, so that there is no point of escalation. Instead, there has to be just appreciation flowing in. And always keep these appreciation emails also handy whenever seeking a next. Another question somebody had asked, that how do you manage multitasking, that you're working on your BAUs as well and then you're preparing for your interview as well. So guys, herein you have to put in some extra effort. I would be very honest in saying that I have invested my weekends, and that is the reason I was not able to appear here in front of you. I was not able to make these videos. So I was devoting my weekends on my study. And even during weekdays, I used to get up early or sleep late because you have to put in extra effort. And without reading, without studying about the next level, the position you're going, the organization you're going, the business unit that you're getting in, you'll not be able to fetch it. So all your efforts will go in vain. So some extra effort initially will help you when the actual interview comes, because you will then be ready and confident. And I feel this video has become too long to be posted. So let me answer rest of the questions in the following videos. So do look out for it. Until then, bye bye, see ya, and take care.